Welcome, friends, to the Monday Manifest. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Monday Manifest. This is actually the second time I'm attempting to do this video because the first time there was a power outage and it destroyed the footage, and that was 40 minutes into the video. So I'm going to make this one more concise because I don't want to have to deal with that again. I also changed the video container to MKV. If I remember correctly, the way that MKV works makes it so that it's easier to recover data because of the way it's compiled, something like that. I don't know, one of my friends told me about it, so I'm gonna try that this time. Hopefully there's no power outage though, because that shit's fucking annoying. That's like the 7th one today and I don't like it at all. But anyway, enough about that. Today's Monday Manifest's topic is PAX South, because I just got back from PAX South yesterday because it was the 17th through the 19th in San Antonio. And yeah, it was pretty good this year. I have to say though, if anybody else has gone to PAX South recently or went this year as well, you can probably tell that the venue itself was a bit smaller. Like it wasn't a huge difference, but there were some vendors that were missing from previous years that I remember very clearly being there. And some of the shops seemed like they were much smaller overall as well, like half as wide as they were the previous year. So I don't know exactly what's going on. One of the enforcers that we talked to said that they think that the booth amounts went up, like for renting and all that. I'm not sure though, because obviously I haven't tried to rent a booth there. I haven't checked like prices and stuff like that. Like I'm pretty sure if I asked some of the vendors, they'd probably be able to shed some light on that, but I usually don't delve too much into that, and it's kind of like personal stuff anyway, so. But yeah, overall, still good. I didn't go to any of the panels, but there were good shops. There were a few new shops that I saw this year that I hadn't seen in previous years, and we will go over all of that stuff during our slideshow, because like I said, the previous video was 40 minutes long and still going. This one's going to be a lot shorter because I just want to get it over with at this point, so yeah, let's get started. I had shown photos from my actual camera, but we're just gonna go with the photos from or not my actual camera, from my phone camera, and then we started showing photos from my actual camera. We're just gonna go with the camera photos because most of the stuff from the camera is kind of just like panorama stuff, like more of the same stuff, just from the phone. So let's get started. This was a hallway down to our hotel room, and it was really weird because if you look at like these little alcoves on the left, like every time it went in, there was a door leading to one of the hotel rooms, and then the next part there was just like this little room with a trash can that served no purpose except to hold a trash can. It was kind of strange, but you know, whatever. And then there's my friend's feet. We were on the elevator. They're not very good with elevators, but I love them. I don't know. These elevators were weird, though, because if you pressed down on the elevator, or like if you wanted to go down and you got an elevator and you tried to go up, it would not let you go up. It would just, like, it wasn't just an elevator call button. It literally was a button to say if you wanted to go up or down. And even if you made a mistake and you pressed down but you wanted to go up, you wouldn't be able to go up until it had gone down. It was odd. And then Maddie McMurphy's was actually a place that we went that night to get drinks. I have photos of the drinks on my phone, but like I said, we're just going to go through these photos. So. And then that's walking down the street. We were passing by La Soya, which is the street that we were kind of off of with our hotel. Just taking random pictures of another hotel entrance. Us walking down the street some more. It had just rained. This is actually Thursday. When we got there, we had settled into our hotel really quick to get our stuff in there. And then I went with them to the expo center so I could get my badge, because I was on the will call list because of the fact that I got my badge kind of late. But it's fine. There's Fuddruckers. We never actually ate there, but I wanted to because I really like how the Fuddruckers on in downtown looks, and I really like Fuddruckers, but we ended up just getting Whataburger like the last day. Oh yeah, and then our friend Bosco the Bison. He's like the figurehead for one of the restaurants here. You're not supposed to touch him, but he's a very nice bison. He also, I didn't get the angle on it, but he has a big old swinging ball sack. So, just in case you were wondering, pictures of some of the huge fucking buildings. There it is, the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center. That's where PAX South is every year. More buildings. That's actually a parking garage attached to that hotel. I think that's a Marriott. La Quinta with a Denny's, because La Quinta and Denny's seem to go hand in hand a lot of the times. Yeah. Like, I don't know. The La Quinta is right across from the convention center, so maybe next year we can get a hotel there. But I think the hotels like get sold out really quick. I don't know. I'll have to double check, because I wouldn't mind being a little bit closer. And like the hotel we were at was kind of expensive. I mean, they're all kind of expensive, but you know. There's another Marriott. That one is also like pretty much right across the street from the convention center. Walking along, because I think this was coming back from getting stuff. I know it's kind of hard for you to see. I'll zoom in. But my friend Des, she told me that this place, Fogo de Chao, is really good. Like, they have like fucking amazing like grilled meat and stuff. It's kind of expensive, but I mean, I'm totally down with getting like delicious food. It's one of those like treat yourself things, you know? There's that Denny's again from a different angle. But yeah, it was super cloudy the first day and a half. Oh, there we go. There's a close-up of Fogo de Chao. Brazilian Steakhouse. And then a picture of the Riverwalk from one of the sides. Yeah, you can see Fogo de Chao in the right there and all that. And then we were down on the Riverwalk because we were just going to check some stuff out. It's actually darker than it looks here, but I turned up the ISO. Or I guess I turned it down. You know. I made it brighter. Yeah, and more of the River Center Mall, the water. It always looks really nice. This main area. There were a lot of boat tours happening the next day. Not right now, though, because I think it was a little bit late for that. And then this was me trying to take a panorama with my camera. But like I said, the panorama, it's weird. Well, I say like I said. But the way it works on the camera is... It has, like most cameras, it basically has this rectangle, and you're supposed to stay in the rectangle as you slowly go left, right, up, or down. But with my camera, if you stop the panorama before the rectangle, you just get this big old blank space. And I'm like, okay, well, that's weird. So there's a few pictures with big old blank spaces. But the portion of it that is panorama looks pretty fucking good, because you can actually do up and down panoramas, which I figured out on my phone while I was in Hawaii, and you get some really fantastic looking pictures with that. Like this is a full on one. You can tell because it's not cut off, and it looks really good. This is a section of the Riverwalk looking out from a Ghirardelli shop that we went into and got a hot fudge sundae. So that. And then there's another panorama, and you can see it did the same thing. But if I zoom in, you can see like all the details, and this is just a bunch of like ice cream cakes and stuff like that. I don't know. Like, it looks good. It's just, I don't like that black. Like, I don't know why it doesn't cut that part out as a part of the camera, like post-processing, but I don't know. And there's just like a regular picture of that fridge. And then there was a million bajillion birds that were flying around. I didn't catch them on video, but they'd keep coming off that tree and flying around in like a huge flock and then landing again. Yeah, here's an up and down panorama of the Riverwalk and the building behind it. Yeah, look, it makes good panoramas. It's just weird because it cuts it off like that. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Sorry about that. All right, yeah, and here's inside the Ghirardelli store. I mean, we were inside it before. I forget I can scroll. I only took one picture for whatever reason, but they have a lot of gift boxes and stuff like that. But we got a hot fudge sundae here. That was pretty good. Like, I wouldn't say it was a lot more amazing than any other hot fudge sundae, but you know. And then I took a picture of the horse carriage, and I think there was another horse carriage, because in San Antonio they have a few of these horse-drawn carriages that go around all day. Now that's like a really dark picture of it. I was trying to figure out the ISO settings. I think the first picture looks the best though. And then this was down like a little alley that leads into the River Center Mall. It's got lights and stuff strung around. There's a Starbucks there. And then there's a shop over there we took a picture of. Yeah, shops at River Center because that leads back into the mall. Bunch of restaurants along the way. Yeah, I took a bunch of pictures. And then these guys were just kind of hanging out on a bench. Don't touch them, but my friends took some selfies with them. Yeah, that first picture was a lot better. I tend to take a lot of pictures, and then I don't cut. Yeah, it was a gift shop. We didn't actually go in the gift shop, though. We just took pictures of the skeletons. And then this big old swirly art structure thing in downtown San Antonio. I think I took a few pictures, but... And hanging out, there's a trolley right there on the left. And like this fanciest McDonald's I've ever, well, maybe not the fanciest one I've ever seen, but it's pretty fancy in the building that it's at, and it's like 2 stories. It's weird. Parking garage, more plazas. River Center Mall again. Oh, because it's a video. Here, let me watch it. You just heard me sing a little. Don't worry too much about it. Close this. Oh. No, don't worry. There's no point. Go up. We were there. And this is Friday, because this is early ass in the morning, because we went at like 5 a.m. because my friends wanted to go to the merch store and do shit. We got the Marriott. More pictures of birds, because they're just everywhere. That's another picture. Here's the River Center Mall at like 5:30 in the morning. It's foggy as fuck. Still walking, going, foggy. This is a giant structure inside the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center, and the front is literally just a giant tower of like blinky triangles. I don't know what its deal is exactly, or what its significance is, but it's there, and it's kind of cool, you know. And then there was a list of the Omega Knots, but I didn't actually look at that or really care much. And then we were in the merch line like super early, but we were only like 10th or 12th place in line, which is pretty nice because by the time we left the merch store, the line was like a mile fucking long. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff. I actually got a PAX t-shirt. I got 2 of the limited edition pins, but not for me. A Australian gentleman in front of me, who was very much into the penny arcade pin trading, slid me $30 and was like, could you get me 2 of those limited edition pins? Because they're limited to 2 per person. And I was like, why the fuck not? Yeah. So yeah, that was nice. And then I think the next picture is just, yeah, I took a close-up picture of all of the pricing and everything. I mean, all in all, they're not horribly priced. Like $75 for the varsity jacket isn't bad. It's a good jacket. My friend bought one of them. And then Daystar, which is just the sun. Like they had a few of these for like Mercury and Uranus and stuff like that. I think from previous years mostly. And then the pins, which I have them right next to me because I used them in the last recording of the video before things went to shit. I don't do the penny arcade trading at all, but I got these 2 sets. And one of them's Le Triforce. God damn, this light is too bright. Oh, there we go. And the other one is a few from Link's Awakening with 2 versions of Link and Baron and the Shield. And I got them because I fucking love that game. So I was like, hell fucking yes. Another pin I got was this bad boy. And it's Juness, and it says, Juness, every day's great. Because, you know, that's the jingle for Juness and Persona 4. It's good shit. But I like all the rest of these are like official penny arcade pins for like the trade and stuff, but my god, it gets expensive. My friends bought a bajillion of them, and I was just like, I can't do that. This is why I don't collect things. Oh, there you go. And there's the actual pictures of like the merch. Both sides of the Letterman, the shirt, another shirt in gray. I think that one's Mars. The hoodie. They had cups, more pins and stuff. Bunch of bags, you know, normal stuff. And then this was after we had gotten out of the line and finished up. And that's the line, and it wraps around. Like, there's a long hallway over there that it goes down. It gets fucking ridiculous on day one. All right, and then we're actually in the con, and this is next to the Mixer booth, and then Meta, which is a clothing brand. I don't really care that much about like con clothing, to be perfectly honest. Pretty much the only reason why I got the PAX shirt is because of the fact that I needed it in order to reach over $100 merch, so I could get like an extra pin, because I got a patch and a pin and stuff. I can always show that later. Tiny Build had its own big ol' area in the middle with tents and shit. Pulse Art Studio, I remember them from last year. They have really good art. Like, they have this really good art of Majora's Mask. But I don't think you can see it up on here. They had a catalog and everything like that. But yeah, they have some really good shit. And then this is over at the Senshi booth. They had a whole bunch of pins, Mass Effect pins, Dragon Age Inquisition, just Dragon Age in general, Life is Strange, BioShock buttons. These are things that say thick thigh save lives, and they're girded up legs. They're very nice. Civilization pin, some other stuff. Then this next picture is more stuff. They had a lot of Stardew Valley, some chickens, some horses, some people. Persona 4 stuff. They have the high school pin. They have the pin for the PS3 high school. Then they had the Junes pin that I got, and then a bigger Junes pin there, but that was like, that was like the slightly more expensive one. So I was like, I'll just go with that, because that one's a mini, and that one's a regular. And then some stuff from Catherine, some other things. Yeah, they had a lot of cool stuff, a lot of T-shirts. And then I took a panorama shot of this is back in the tabletop area, so yeah. And the queue line was actually to the left of this, which usually it's not. Usually it's just tables all the way through. But they took the queue line like it used to be on the other side of the con, and they moved it over on this side. So I don't know if it was to save space or what, but you know. And then this is just me looking the other way from the tables and all that. So into the con, where you can see like there's a, might be hard to see for you guys, but there's a Brawlhalla booth. And then over here's the Wormwood like tables and stuff, and then there's the PAX Arena a little bit further. They also moved that because the PAX Arena used to be over on this side, but now it's back in the actual con itself. Code of conduct. Now we're a little bit closer. You can see the Brawlhalla sign and the PAX Arena right over here where this little red thing is. There's a big old screen there. And they were playing Fortnite the first day and then Overwatch the second day. I don't know about the third day because I didn't really check it out. And then here's a panorama shot, not a very good one, of one part of the center where it's just this big fucking long ass hallway. Here's just a straight up shot, so you can see there's stairs going out. This thing has like a bunch of escalators all over it. But yeah, upstairs there's a couple of areas where there's panels and stuff going on, and then to the left of it there's a Just Dance stage, which we'll probably see in the next set of pictures. I really didn't take as many pictures as I wanted. I only took like a couple hundred, which I guess still seems like a lot, but overall for 4 days, it's not a lot at all. Okay, so this was walking to the con. Again, you see more buildings and trees and shit. I do like downtown San Antonio. People drive kind of stupid there, but they drive stupid everywhere. There's this taco truck that we wanted to try out, but we never did because we were always thinking about other food when we passed it. And then the last day when we were like, we should get tacos, they were gone. They weren't in this little area. So that kind of sucked. But it definitely smelled delicious. And I mean, taco trucks are amazing. And then Fuddruckers again. And then I just took like a panorama shot of this little strip area with the restaurants and stuff like that, and the bison over there. So, you know, I just realized something. My computer got turned off and I never fucking fixed my camera. I was wondering why everything looked fucking weird. Just a second, guys. I'm a professional. I can do this shit in the middle of everything. Fuck. Auto brightness. Fuck all this. I keep forgetting. Turn off auto zoom. I don't need that shit. Turn off that. Oh, that was weird. I didn't like that. Saturation. Make myself very red or gross. Okay. There, that works. That works. You know what? You can kind of see my hair color better, so. Apply. Okay. That makes me feel better. I'm sorry. I should have noticed that at the beginning, but I just wanted to start this video because fucking shit, I had 40 minutes of footage that got destroyed because the power went out because somebody fucked up a power line somewhere. I don't know. Anyway, thank you for being patient with me. This is the start of the mall. That's actually, there's a Chipotle right there. But the mall is pretty fucking huge. Like, cause it goes over most of the Riverwalk area. And then there's the needle over there. I don't actually know the official name, but I think that's right. If I'm wrong, just tell me in the comments. It's okay. I live in Texas, but I don't pay attention to names very often. There's another picture with it behind a gigantic fucking Marriott. And then this is on the way to the con again. There, you see it in the distance with that hotel behind it. All right, this is where the power went out last time. So basically, I was like, I need to take more pictures of games and stuff I want to see. You still saw I didn't really have that many pictures in this folder. But one of the things was called Dodo Peak, but it's just on the fucking Apple Arcade, so I can't even play it anyway, because I don't have an Apple phone. I have a fucking Samsung phone, so whatever. But if you look at it, it's basically like you're on the top of this mountain, and then there's an earthquake, and your eggs get scattered around, and you have to go down and collect them, and then make it back up to the top. But there's obstacles like snakes or falling rocks or snowmen or I think people with guns. I don't know. It looked kind of cool. But now that I think about it, I'll never be able to play it. So, but if you have an iPhone, check it out. I don't know if it's free or not, but it's there. So there you go. Congrats. And then there was this cool Shy Guy / No Face, which I thought was amazing. And I took a picture. Like, the mouth is actually closed most of the time, but I think they have like a little something that they pull in there to open it. And like a lot of people were taking pictures with them. And then I was like, can I get your picture really quick? And they were like, sure. Like, I'm trying to get more pictures of cosplayers. I'm just really bad at asking them because I'm like, maybe they're too busy. And then there's Pastime Comics and Games, which is, you can see it's got some of the Penny Arcade merch and stuff like that, and their own merch. Like, there were a lot of tabletops and stuff. And then Gamer Mats, which had a lot of really nice mats and everything. But I don't really need, like, I need a mouse pad probably. I should probably get a mouse pad just to help with hand fatigue and all that, but I just never think about it. And then this area, Japanime Games, which sells a lot of different card games and stuff that have really cute characters. Or, you know, there's Sword Art Online over there. And then other stuff. And I saw the Robotech thing, and I was like, Robotech! I just think it's so weird. Because I think it's Macross, but they call it Robotech in America. I don't really know why. I don't know if it was a copyright thing, or it just didn't make any sense to keep it as Macross. Who knows? But it's Robotech. Oh, and this was inside the... Well, I don't think I was inside. I think I was outside taking pictures inside of the big merch area, which had some... Which was basically the same as the small merch area, but with more walking space and stuff. And more shirts. Different shirts. And I was like looking, and there's extra small, which is something I'd never be able to fit into in a million years. And socks and their lunchbox and mugs. You know, usual stuff. And then I took a picture of a couple of card games that I saw, which was next to another mat shop. There's really cool stuff. I don't do a lot of card games because I don't understand a lot of them, or I just don't have very many friends to do that with. So, you know, it's fine. Oh yeah, and Just Shapes and Beats, which a lot of people have probably seen because it's been at both TwitchCon and PAX every time I've been there, it's a game where you're playing with 4 other people and there's music going, and it's basically a bullet hell with music. I mean, they all have music, but it's based on the music and changes depending on the song. So, and then I took a picture of a couple of suits of armor, and yeah, because they was over by games. Oh yeah, and then there were these people. Wow, this picture turned out a lot shittier than I thought. My God, it looked really good on the camera. I have no idea what characters these are, but these guys were in really awesome cosplay, and you probably can't really tell very well, But she has her leg set up like, you know how satyrs and stuff, they've got like the backwards joints. Like that's what it looks like. But man, I mean, it probably looks better to you guys, but on the full screen, it looks really bad. I need to mess with my camera settings because these people looked really cool, and I feel like I didn't do them any justice. I always take 2 pictures, by the way, in case the first one doesn't seem like that great, or if I can like adjust the lighting a little bit. But yeah, I need to mess with that. It's just, I don't know, like there's so much more grain in a darker setting, especially inside a building. I'll have my ISO like pumped to the max and it still isn't good enough. Okay, and this is Saturday, so this is the after party thing. It was actually the Twitch Texas meetup, but I didn't really meet up with very many people because I am not very good socially in settings that are bar and or club like. And also most people seemed like they were already in their own little group. So I was like, I don't want to just kind of like jump in that. So me and my friends were just kind of sitting in the corner for a while, just drinking like, okay. Oh, and there's a nice artistic shot of me looking like directly at a laser light. So it's fine. And then, yeah, the tables were pretty good. The tables had candles, and I was drinking in Angry Orchard, and I also had stickers that I got when I went there, because the Twitch Texas meetup was sponsored by World of Warships. So, oh, that's the end of it. That's all the pictures I took that night, because the rest of the pictures I took on my phone. You know what? We will run through my phone pictures too. Don't worry. I've been kind of moving a little bit faster through this because I was like, I don't want to fucking fuck it up like the last one because the power went. Nope. Also, sorry if that's really loud, but this is me going up the escalator. But yeah, God, it's so grainy. Jesus, I really need to work on my settings. But I'm just kind of panning across. I'm panning across the con. Like this is the front. This is the expo hall is through those 2 doors you see over there with the orange, and then I was just kind of taking pictures or recording all the people like wandering around basically, and we were going across the top because we were getting there are these little scan portals you can do. Okay, and then I took another video. What's this? Oh, this was inside the Diversity Lounge where there was a lot of really cool cosplayers and stuff that I did not take pictures of because I was too scared to ask them, because that's how I fucking operate. But there were more pins and stuff in there, so we went in there to check it out. And there were some pretty cool people. There was a Pokemon table, and I figured it out. And you guys need to hold me to this shit. I am going to dress up as a Pokemon trainer next year. I'm basically going to be like a middle-aged Ash Ketchum. Like, I decided my shirt is going to be too short, and I'm going to be wearing the denim jacket, but it's going to be, like, distressed denim jacket, and I'm probably going to have, like, pants that are cut a little bit too high. It's going to be great. I've decided this already. I should probably tell Des, because she will definitely make sure I get it done, because we are holding each other accountable for things. And this is just a shot. This is actually a really good shot. Like, goddamn, natural light is the best fucking thing. And then I gotta figure out, like, maybe there's a setting that I need to mess with inside to make things more crisp. I need to ask my photographer friends, or maybe I just need a better camera. Yeah, because yeah, you get some really nice shots. Like, I really like the different alleyways and just different street sides, because they're all very different. And then I took a picture of a shadow, so you can see a little bit of my stomach there, and I had my 3DS in my pocket. Don't worry. See, look at that. Artistry. That's me on the right. That's my friend Emmy in the middle, and Demi on the right. Left. You know, directions. Another picture of Bosco, because why not? Another. See, okay, this is a much better picture of, like, the river on the river walk. God, daytime makes such a huge difference. And the structure and the needle over there. It was a sunny as fuck day that day, but it was a little chilly. The shops. See the Texas flag over there, all big and proud, and that nice. I like the architecture of the buildings too. Oh yeah, some flowers that I saw that I zoomed in on. Yeah. That is the floor. I think I was trying to do something and I accidentally took a picture of the ground. So there you go. Very artistic. Look how fast I'm walking. And then there was a shop over there. Oh, man, I was going to get a hat. Oh, I didn't get a hat. Well, that's okay. Next time I could get a hat. And then, oh, yeah, another picture, but there was a van passing by. And then a statue of a horse with a man on it. Oh, yeah, and then I don't know who this is, the character-wise, but she was super cute, and I really liked the cosplay, so I was like, can I please take a picture? So I took a couple of pictures. Okay, I think that's the better one. That's good, too. Yes. And then I took pictures. These were up on the wall in the, there were different, like, little symbols on the walls up in the convention center. There's that. There's that, and there's that. That's one of those little drum things. And then I took a picture of the world map. So yeah, like the expo hall is this big ass area here, and then there's a bunch of other stuff. Autograph sessions. Oh, I never went there. Okay. For registration. Oh wait, no, because this is the main entrance. No, so I did go through there. I never got anybody's like anything. But yeah. That, and then this was a cool picture of this is that huge hall I was talking about. There's a Just Dance stage like way the fuck back here, but it's kind of hard to see. I think I adjusted the lighting. There we go. It's a little better. But yeah, it's a pretty fucking big building. Oh yeah, and then there was somebody dressed up as the devil from Cuphead, so I was like, pictures please. So I took a couple pictures. And then there was a Pikachu. And then my friends told me to catch the Pikachu, and the Pikachu ran away. There's also this big ol' motivational thing on the wall here that says, civilization is social order promoting cultural creation, 4 elements constituted: economic provision, political organization, moral traditions, and the pursuit of knowledge. And the arts, it begins where chaos and insecurity end. For when fear is overcome, curiosity and constructiveness are free, and man passes by natural impulse toward the understanding and embellishment of life. It's kind of hard to read because there's a lot of different things, but. And then the other side, certain factors condition civilizations and may encourage or impede it. First, geological conditions. Civilization is an interlude between ice ages. At the current of civilization may rise against cover with ice and stone, the work of man, and reduce life to some narrow segment of the earth, or the demon of earthquake, by whose leave we build our cities, may shrug his shoulders and consume us indifferently. I like the fact that when I was coming up the escalator, literally all I saw was this consume us, and I was just like, well, that's a message for sure. Okay. Oh yeah, and then the Wumpus. God, yeah, the pictures on here. Like, I got better phone pictures of this, and that makes me mad. I really got to figure out better settings on my camera. Oh, this is when I was out on the balcony, right across from where the Wumpus was, and I was like, this is a nice view, so I took a picture. And this is inside the Wumpus room again. And then I found these guys who were pretty cool. I'm horrible. I don't think that they were dressed up as any specific character. I think they were dressed up as like their D&D characters or something, but they were really good outfits. So I was like, can I please get a picture? And then I got pictures. And then they talked with my friends about pins for a while because they like pins. And then this was one of the, I don't know if she was one of the gym leaders or someone you could challenge, but there was like a Pokemon challenge thing. And I was like, I really like her outfit. So I was like, pictures, please. And then I took pictures of some games and stuff, like the Angry Video Game Nerd 1 and 2 Deluxe, which I've never played. I've heard of them, but I've never played them. And then there were some other games by other people. I know I'm fantastic at describing things. And then Finji, who's made Night in the Woods and Tunic and a bunch of other things. I still need to play Night in the Woods. I hear it's really good. Yeah, there you go. I think Tunic is still in development. I don't think it's available yet, but it's a fun little game. It's Zelda-esque, and it's very cute. And then there's Daedalic Entertainment, even though it's hard to see because the lights were like super bright there, but then you can see it on the right. And I took another picture of the close-up of their side. Oh yeah, and then I was we were at this other thing. It had Kingpin Reloaded, Ghost Runner, and Wrath Aeon of Ruin, which I'm very interested in because it looks it looks like a combination of like Doom and Hexen, and I really liked those games. So, but yeah. Yeah, see, if you look at it, I'm like, that's very Doomish, and I like Doom. Also, there's a gun. There is a gun. Do not touch the gun. I took pictures of the gun, though. The Master of Wills, which I think is a card game or just a tabletop game. I'm really bad at differentiating. And then this is where I got one of my friend's gifts, because it's actually Artovision. Like, if you look, it's hard to see, and I really should have taken a video, but all of these are multi-layered, like they might have game intros or stuff, but you see like there's the top layer and then there's another layer, there's multiple layers, so as you turn it you can see like the different things kind of move around. So it's pretty amazing. Like the Street Fighter thing, like the characters and the backgrounds are in different cells, so they have a lot of really cool stuff. And I bought one of my friends one of these, which is the same kind of thing but miniature, and it's just like a thick piece of plastic, whereas these are like multiple layers of like plastic with the different layers drawn on each or printed on each. So it was pretty cool. And I was like, holy crap, like they have a Doom one. They got one for I think that's Castlevania. Golf Story. Yeah, okay. This is actually a much better picture. You see the Street Fighter one a little better. But yeah, like it's everything's all layered, so it looks really cool. And I was like, damn, that's cool shit. And I don't remember this being there last year, but I might have just like forgotten about it. Oh yeah, they've got the Mega Man like bosses and stuff too. Oops. Dead Cells. Yeah, there you go. See. Like it's all different layers, and it looks really fucking cool. Like it looks much better in person. Pictures really don't do it justice, but you guys, I think you guys get the idea. Oh, there's some guy's head. Sorry about that, sir. And yeah, it was just more Street Fighter, faking it. They had a lot of really cool stuff there. Oh, and then I found somebody who was doing 02, and I absolutely love 02 from Darling in the Franxx, so of course I had to ask her for pictures. And she was adorable, and I was like, "Thank you very much." Oh yeah, and then there was a diva, the summer. I don't know these names. I'm sorry. I'm really bad at games and stuff. See, these pictures turned out a lot better. I think because the lighting was better over there. I need to learn to be better at camera. And then there's Streets of Rage and stuff. Luminous Avenger. This is over from Inti. And then I took. Okay, this is a picture I took on the camera up above. There's a lot of different stuff going on there. And yeah, like I said, the tiny build area is pretty significant compared to most of the other ones. That leads over to the tabletop area. You get a pretty good view of the whole expo center from there. And then this is the center section. And then the left side, well, this is where most of the indie games and stuff were at, was over in this area. And then some of the clothing merch and stuff was over here. But yeah, and then there's a nice panorama of almost everything, and then the little black spot. We don't worry about that. But yeah, I mean, it was pretty cool. And this was on Sunday, so there were a lot less people. If I took this on Saturday, it would have been like fucking crazy packed. There was a shop selling a lot of like older games and stuff, but I will say some of the prices on those were ridiculous. Granted, I know a lot of retro games are not cheap. Like they keep like moving up and down in market value, but my god, like some of the stuff, like I think that Legend of Zelda is $40, Ocarina of Time. Yeah. There was something that was, oh wait, there was a, if you look back here, you can't see it, but it's behind this Call of Duty Ghost. It's a Game Gear, a Sega Game Gear, and it was going for like 150, and I was just like, oof. Yeah, they had a bunch of controllers and stuff, and my friends got a couple of Nintendo games from it. And then I took some pictures of this stuff because I really like Blaster Master Zero and Gunvolt and all that. I need to play Gunvolt on stream eventually from Inti Creates. Good stuff. And then this was leaving. This was like, goodbye, PAX. We're going. And that was the last picture I took. Yeah. Oops, that was the wrong thing to turn off. Don't worry about that. I'm gonna go into my phone pictures really quick. You know what? Why the fuck not? Here. Okay, let's go ahead and switch that back on. Boom! It's me! Look. This was right before driving to San Antonio. And I was ready. I don't look ready, but I was ready. This is me being in San Antonio. There's about 3-hour difference between these two photos because I went to pick up my friends and then we got some stuff and then we went to San Antonio. Yeah, that's at the hotel. That's me being in the hotel bed, being like, yeah, I made it. Here we go. Evidence. And then, yeah, I had to take a screenshot of my ticket to show. Well, I didn't have to. I just could tell them my name, but it sped up the process if I gave them my number for that. It's a picture of the Riverwalk. A small panorama of the Ghirardelli store. Another shot of the Ghirardelli store. There's a lot of chocolate there. And then we had a hot fudge sundae. They already ate some before I took a picture, so I couldn't call it a foodie picture, but it's fine. See, 3 shots. It was good. The hot fudge was super thick. Okay, and then there's a really blurry shot of us walking down the street with the bright-ass building over there and their sculpture. There were a million Pokestops. I actually got a Leafeon and Glaceon while I was there because I forgot I had those Mossy Lure and the Glacial Lure or whatever, and then if you evolve an Eevee under those, you get those evolutions. Pro tip for anybody playing Go who needs those. Then I made a pan pizza on the stovetop because we thought that our hotel had an oven, but it did not. So, you know, the more you know. But yeah, there's the Leafeon I got. I didn't take a picture of the Glaceon. I don't know why. I guess because I love Leafeon and Glaceon, you know, they're all right. And then drinks. We went to earlier on. There was that the thing, and we went to a pub and we got drinks. And they got green margaritas, and I got what was called the Mexican candy shot, which is like watermelon and something else and hot sauce and then there's the rim on the cup, and it was actually really good. Another picture, a single picture of my Mexican candy shot. I love the fact that when I looked it up on the internet, it showed up under like the worst shots ever. And I was like, I actually liked it. So I don't know. There's a picture of me at the bar being like, hey, I'm at a bar. It's me. There's me again the next morning. You can tell because I'm wearing a different shirt. And then I was wearing shorts because even though it is winter, it is San Antonio, Texas, and it's still hot. And that was my breakfast. I always carbo load before, so I have plenty of energy to walk around because we walked a lot at the con. Foggy mixed with smoke. This is while we're in the line to get inside of the expo center itself. And then this is after all the shit that happens where we go in and we get our stuff. And then I took a picture, a very, very blurry picture of the Tiny Build booth. It has very nice carpet. It's very soft. Lots of different games and stuff going on there. And then this place where I got this guy last year. Actually, he's got, I just realized he has a stamp on their butt. Because it's Studio Kitsu. You can see he's got a Studio Kitsu stamp on his butt. But I have this big ol' awesome fucking red Luma because I love the red Luma because the red Luma turns you into flying Mario and Luigi, which is cool. It's the best. He's very soft. He's actually a lot bigger than the ones that they were selling this year, which makes me happy because he was the same price. But these guys also have little bells in them, so they jingle. He doesn't jingle, but he doesn't need to because he's fine. And then they sell the Leaf Buddies, which I'm trying to... Wait, how much did that say before? I wonder if they were also 35, because if they were 35, my friend would have bought them. But, fuck. Like... and they had a lot of cool bags and stuff. Oops, sorry. And they also had flasks and things. Like, it's a really cool shop, but I was like, there's nothing here I really want. Like, I kind of wanted the sandbag, but I was like, I'm okay. And then of course, I bought more plushes later, so whatever. Yeah, and okay, and I took pictures of this before, but yeah, these are close-ups of the Mass Effect pins. I bought a few of them for a friend, and then this was a really bad picture of a panorama of a spot where I actually had cell signal. This is a much better one. Another very janky panorama, but this is the hall where you saw I took a picture from down top. It's very large. And this is me and my friend Des, who I'm gonna link down below because she's fucking awesome. She's a cool cosplayer who also is on Twitch, and she does a lot of stuff, and she's actually uploading some Death Stranding stuff, and she's going to upload she's gonna start uploading more like cosplay tutorials and stuff, and just kind of like just stuff that she's worked on, because she's done a lot of really cool stuff. She doesn't know I took this picture, and when she sees this, she'll probably kill me, but it's okay. I'm already miles away now. But yes, she's fucking awesome, and she also has very blue hair. And there's me the next day being awake and wishing I was dead because I had a horrible headache. But I got up, got dressed in my cool Tetris long sleeve shirt and fish shorts, and with my camera. And then we went over and look, the tsundere pin. I need to show this to my friend because she hates tsunderes. So I was thinking about buying it for her and sending it to her ironically, but she might have killed me. Right next to it is a pin that says anime was a mistake, which is another good pin. There's me in front of the PAX 2020 patch. It's a patch that was on the Letterman's, but they also had it like throughout places because it's PAX 2020. And then there's what it actually looks like. It's actually pretty cool. I liked it. I just didn't get the Letterman because it was $75. And I don't wear jackets most of the time anyway because I run really hot and I live in Texas. And Texas doesn't get cold very often. That's just poster prices. Here's a really bad picture of the PAX arena, but you can tell there's a bunch of computers and also people. There's me giving a thumbs up because I survived yet another day of PAX. And this is at the after party again. I was drinking Angry Orchard because I fucking love cider and being incredibly antisocial because Jesus Christ, I am not good in bar or club settings. There's me being here. I was there. Very blurry picture. Slightly less blurry picture. Even blurrier picture. Darkness is not a good place to take pictures. That's a less blurry picture, but yeah, there were like laser lights and strobes and stuff, and they kept flashing me in the face, and I was like, that's cool. And then after that, I was like, I want fucking Whataburger, and then Haagen-Dazs was closer, so instead of Whataburger, we had ice cream, but it was okay, because it was delicious. And then I found this meme for my friends, because I was in the bathroom, because we're in it was just two beds next to each other, and the bathroom was right there, and they were talking, and so I sent them this. They probably weren't actually talking shit. And then I got pizza at midnight. Because why the fuck not? There were wings too, but I ate them before I could take a picture. And then day 3, look, I'm still wearing the same shirt because, well, whatever, why not? But yeah, and I was wearing pants because it was like 40 degrees outside. And then I was like, hey, you guys are awesome. Because you are awesome. Thank you for your support. And then PAX South. I took a selfie with the PAX South thing. Not a very good selfie, but you know what? There were a lot of people milling around, so I had to kind of take my chances before somebody else got in front of it. And then the Wumpus. Took a few pictures. Like, that's a little panorama of the Wumpus in the PC area. And a very good picture of the Wumpus. I like this picture. And then I took a panorama on my phone as well of this area. I think it looked a little bit better on my camera, but it still looks pretty good on the phone. And then a picture down there. And then a panorama of everything. Like I said, there's still quite a bit of stuff, but there were a few things missing. It did feel a tiny bit smaller than last year, but it was still a PAX. There was still good stuff. They were good people. And there's me, after I got home, proving to everyone that I survived the trip. And then this is all the swag I got. There's the pins that I showed you guys. These 2 pins I got as a reward for spending obnoxious amounts of money. I also got the sweet PAX South badge. This cool thing, which I'm giving to a friend. Just saying, "It's dangerous to go alone. Take this." And it's got Obi-Wan Kenobi, and it's also got Luke, and he's giving him the lightsaber. And there's also some droids. And then the pins I got, and 7 shirt, and that's it. So yeah, So, I hope you guys enjoyed this strange little romp through me going through PAX and also not taking nearly enough pictures of people in cosplay and also just being awkward in general. But this has run on for 50 minutes. This is a very long video, but if you sat through it all, thank you so much for being here with me and for dealing with the craziness. It was definitely a lot of fun going to PAX. Like I said, there were some things that could have been better. There were a few shops that weren't. Granted, I wasn't buying figures, but at the same time, it makes me kind of sad that that shop wasn't there because they've been there every year. So it makes me. I hope everything's okay. Is the whole thing. But plenty of games, plenty of other cool stuff. Other cool stuff there. Plenty of dice. Plenty of like board games and stuff. Like definitely. If you're have ever been interested in any of that kind of stuff, I would totally do it. I mean. If you're not that into it, like, there's not always a reason to go all 3 days unless you see panels or anything you want to see. Like, even a one-day pass is totally worth it just to go, like, scope it out for a few hours. Because the expo's open from 10 to 6, which is a good 8 hours, which is plenty of time to, like, walk around and find stuff. But, yeah. Thank you, everybody, for being here today on this week's edition of the Monday Manifest. I know it ran a little bit longer, but, you know, I needed time to explain everything. So... it was awesome chatting with you guys, and I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your days, and I will see you next Monday, so catch you later.